to Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Oakland Raiders, but today, home to the start of another exciting college football season as we are ready to crank it up here in Vegas in the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Uconn Huskies, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Huskies have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team, a pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will get the ball first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why...
Turning it on! Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw, it's Teray. Grabbed in the middle, it's Woods. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Finds a man on the left. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. A 1st down for the offense. Rides the back on the option again. Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent.
Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Got his man on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on foot. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Uconn will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Hilltoppers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a crease to the left. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Wiggins. Rushes on him. He'll pull it. Breaks into the open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man on the outside.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him, throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Working that left side now. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it to the back on the draw. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Pulls and fired complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They'll play it safe and try for 3. splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Uconn offense goes back to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Touré. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
You got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. He's going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Hunt is on its way. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Uconn going back to work on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Now on the option. The pitch. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Uconn will have to punt it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll run it on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air. It's Wiggins. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Power football with the run. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about Uconn. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Handoff to the single back. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. He's got 50 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. To the ground. He's got it again.
And you want to run the football. Right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fakes to grab. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Teray. Grabs it in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Jones. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
The Hilltoppers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Uconn offense goes back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they've just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Offense gets set for second down. He'll pull it on the read. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll try the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Got a man. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Snags it. Touchdown, Uconn. And that one will put them up here in the second half. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Hilltoppers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Takes it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, running back on the move.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Teray. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Uconn will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Unloads quickly. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. A strike downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Makes the grab over the middle. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Hilltoppers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. That's the end of the period, and Uconn has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Uconn going back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Oh, they're after him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Looking to throw, it's Toure. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Uconn! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in San Marcos. They'll enjoy this one all week.
Hold and fire complete.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The RPO fires complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner is stopped. The Uconn offense goes back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Back to throw, it's Toure. Makes the catch, it's Woods. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fighting off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Under fire. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Uconn will have to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Wiggins. Here comes the heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
17, Uconn, 14.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will open from the 15. He'll start this drive going to the air. Buys a little time with his feet. Open space at the 25. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Complete on third down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time